I thought I'd just drop in, say hi to you guys, and have a quick chat about resolutions, because that's the tradition. It's New Year's, we set a resolution of what we want to change in the new year. Now, I've got a bit of a different take on resolutions because personally, I don't believe that they work. I don't believe in them. There's usually a lot of motivation at the beginning of the year with this new resolution, and then it just sort of dies off. And by the end of January, we're like, what resolution? Oh, well, seem to have failed on that one. I'll have to wait till next year. So, a different way of thinking about it is, instead of it being a resolution, to think about it like, what is it that you actually want to achieve this year? So that part's probably easy, because that might be like similar to what your resolution is, but instead of it being a change, or I'm going to stop doing something, it's like, what are you actually going to be doing? What is it that you want to achieve or do? So, no matter what it is, and maybe we'll talk in a business sense, you might say, I want to get more present on social media, for instance. Well, what does that actually bring you? Let's dig a bit deeper and actually figure out what is the goal or the target that you're really trying to achieve by doing this. So what is that getting going, showing up more on social media? What does that bring you? What does that bring your business? Well, that will bring you potentially greater connection with your audience. And what does that bring you? Does it bring you greater reach? Does it bring you more sales? Does that bring you easier sales? Let's keep diving down until we get to the end, until we actually get to the real goal. And it might be that you want to have more clients join you in the new year. Okay, well, how many more clients? Let's set a target for what that is. And then I want you to think, this is the real key to this whole piece, is, well, who do I need to be that person who's going to achieve that goal? So not what I'm not going to be, but who am I? Like, what is this person who's going to achieve that goal? What are they like? What are their attributes? What do they do? Can you bring them in? Can you feel what it's like to actually achieve that goal and think, okay, this is who I'm going to show up as every day this year, and I'm going to be that person who gets that goal. And the more that we feel like it's not just a change that we want to make, but this is a target that we've set, and it's absolutely 100% going to happen. It's inevitable. The success is happening. We're going to get there. The more you lean into it and show up as the person who achieves it, then the far more likely you are to succeed in reaching it. And instead of thinking about all the things that we're stopping doing, or focusing on the lack or the negative or the things that you maybe feel even ashamed about, that's behind you. That's not what we're focusing on, because the more you focus on it, the more you're bringing it into your life. We want to leave that behind in 2021. We want to move ahead into 2022, focusing on the things that you're bringing in, focusing on what it is that you are going to feel, the things that you're going to think about when you wake up in the morning. And just little by little making those changes and doing your best to show up as that person means that it's going to become easier and easier and easier until it's just second nature. And so that's what I'd love you to think about, flipping this whole resolution thing around. It's not about you stopping doing something. It's not about you wanting to something else. It's about you thinking about what is the actual goal, and then who do I need to be? Who do I need to show up as? Because it's already within you. If you know that that's your goal and that's what you want, then the person who can get there is already inside. And what we've got to do is turn off the negative voice, or I call it my mean girl, who's there in the background, who might just stop me from doing something because there's some fear there. There's something that's preventing me from doing it. And in the example I gave, maybe it's about you getting more on social media. My mean girl will be sitting there saying, well, you don't look really good today, or, maybe you need to go and put some makeup on first, or your voice sounds a bit croaky like it does right now. So, no one wants to listen to you like that. Well, hey, you know what? Maybe someone doesn't, but maybe there's a whole lot of other people who don't care. They don't care how I look. They don't care how I sound. And maybe what I can say or what I can help them with today is far, far more valuable than me worrying about myself, which is just so unimportant. So who I'm going to show up as, what challenge I might set for myself and do is what's going to lead to success in 2022. So I'm focusing on this right now myself. I'm looking back on this year and I'm thinking, what am I going to forgive myself for? What are the things that, that's happened this year that I've done, or how I've responded, how I've reacted, that I can learn something from, but I can also leave behind in 2021. And moving ahead into 2022, I can bring that lesson and that learning with me, and I can show up as the next version of me. The more experienced, the more empowered, the more aware of myself and how I'm acting and responding. And so I can really be a better person and achieve that goal that I'm setting for myself in 2022 in a much more positive way, because we're focusing on the good stuff that you're bringing in. You're focusing on what it is that you want to be and who you're showing up as, and a lot less on the nots. We don't want to focus on the negatives. So that's a little bit of homework for you. If you've just jumped on now, then I encourage you to just rewind and watch from the beginning. A little bit of homework. Grab your pen and your journal and really do the 2 exercises that I gave you there, and I guarantee it's going to set you up for a lot more success in 2022. So lovely to chat. Thank you for hanging out with me today, and I hope you have a wonderful New Year celebration, wherever you are in the world, whatever you're doing. Have a great time, and let's all toast to the year that was 2021. Welcome in the new year, and I'll see you guys soon.